Hello and welcome back to another episode of Courts This Week, your go-to source for the latest legal updates presented by Livelaw. I'm your host, Syed Amir Hussain, and I'm here to take you through the most significant updates from this week. From the corridors of the Supreme Court to the local judicial proceedings, I'll be providing you with clear and concise summaries that keep you informed and ahead of the curve. Remember, for a more in-depth understanding, do visit our website at www.livelaw.in. In a major relief to the residents of Delhi, the Supreme Court on Thursday, June 6th, directed the Himachal Pradesh government to release water to Delhi after intimating the Haryana government. Considering the urgency in the matter, we direct the state of Himachal Pradesh to release the surplus drinking water by 7th June 2024 with prior intimation to the Haryana government. The UYRB shall measure the excess water which comes to Hatnikund Barrage for its onward supply to Wazirabad and then to Delhi with sincere required assistance by the state of Haryana. The bench, comprising Justices P.K. Mishra and K.V. Vishwanath, said. The court directed the Himachal Pradesh government to transfer 137 cusecs of water from upstream. At the outset, the court asked the Council for Haryana that if the water is coming from Himachal, then why does Haryana have an objection to releasing that water towards Delhi? In a matter related to by-elections in the West Bengal, the Election Commission of India submitted to the Supreme Court in a sealed cover the schedule for holding a by-election for the Maniktala Assembly constituency in the West Bengal Legislative Assembly. The bench, comprising Justice P.K. Mishra and Justice K.V. Vishwanathan, heard the matter. The by-election schedule was submitted pursuant to the last opportunity granted to the Election Commission of India to submit the by-election schedule. Thereafter, perusing the sealed cover submitted by the Election Commission of India, the court was inclined to accept the schedule submitted by Election Commission and noted that there is no need to keep the matter pending since the Election Commission is likely to proceed with the process of holding the by-elections as per the schedule submitted in the court. Accordingly, the court disposed of the pending civil appeals. Raising allegations of leaking of the question paper of the National Eligibility cum Entrance Test Undergraduate, that is NEET-UG 2024 exam held on May 5th. Another writ petition has been filed in the Supreme Court seeking a reconduct of the exam. The writ petition filed under Article 32 of the Constitution seeks to direct the National Testing Agency to conduct the exam again in view of the allegations of the paper leak. Raising doubts about the sanctity of the exam held on May 5th, the petitioners seek the cancellation of the exam. The petition was filed on June 1st, but on May 17th, while considering another petition seeking similar reliefs, the Supreme Court had refused to stay the declaration of the results of the NEET-UG exam. The bench, led by Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud, issued notice on that petition and posted the matter in July. A special PMLA court in Mumbai recently remarked that fugitives in economic offences such as Nirav Modi, Vijay Mallya and Mehul Choksi were able to flee India because the investigating agencies failed to arrest them at a proper time. Special Judge M.G. Deshpande on May 29, 2024 observed. The court also called out ED for often failing to arrest the accused under Section 19 of the Prevention of Money Laundering Act and then expecting the court to do its work by preventing accused from travelling abroad. The court granted permission to accused Vyomesh Shah to travel abroad during and until the conclusion of the trial in a money laundering case. Shah had filed an application seeking the deletion of a bail condition that restricted his travel. The Supreme Court on Tuesday, June 4th, disposed of the bail plea of former Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia regarding the money laundering and corruption cases connected to the liquor policy case. This was after Solicitor General Tushar Mehta informed the court that the final charge sheet in the matter would be filed in 3 weeks. However, the court granted time till July 3rd, 2024 for filing of the charge sheet. At the same time, it gave Sisodia liberty to raise his plea after filing of the charge sheet. The vacation bench of Justice Arvind Kumar and Justice Sandeep Mehta was hearing a special leave petition against the Delhi High Court order dated May 21st, rejecting the second bail plea moved by Sisodia. Both Central Bureau of Investigation and Enforcement Directorate had registered cases against the Aam Aadmi Party leader. The Jharkhand High Court has ruled that pensionary benefits are constitutional and fundamental right of employees, not a discretionary bounty of authorities. The court expressed bewilderment at the withholding of retirement benefits from an employee whose dismissal order had been quashed by the appellate authority without any appeal or revision from the department. Justice S.N. Pathak presided over the case involving a retired assistant teacher who sought a directive for the payment of his full pensionary benefits, including pension, gratuity, GPF, GIS, leave encashment, and salary minus subsistence allowance. The petitioner had been dismissed from service through a memo, a decision later overturned by the appellate authority. Despite this, the petitioner had to seek judicial intervention as the benefits linked to the retirement were not granted. The petitioner argued that he had been wrongfully dismissed from service through a memo, a decision that was later overturned by the appellate authority. A Delhi court on Wednesday denied interim bail to Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal in the money laundering case related to the alleged liquor policy scam. Special Judge Kaveri Baveja of the Rouse Avenue courts dismissed Kejriwal's plea, seeking interim bail for 7 days on medical grounds. Arvind Kejriwal was arrested by ED on March 21st. He was granted interim bail by the Supreme Court till June 1. He then surrendered a day thereafter. The court said that certain directions have been passed for certain diagnostic tests for Kejriwal. Kejriwal, who was produced in court from Tihar jail through video conferencing, has been remanded to judicial custody till June 19th. He will now be produced before the vacation bench on June 19th at 2 p.m. The Allahabad High Court recently observed that putting messages like "Dekhte hi goli maar di jayegi" and "trespassers will be shot" on signboards erected outside installations or defense stations is not proper, and that the central government should use light words instead to convey such strict warnings. A bench of Justice Shekhar Kumar Yadav said that while it is true that trespassers are not allowed to enter the premises of armed forces for the purpose of security, such messages or words have a detrimental impact on the children. So, the central government may take caution in writing these types of words. The single judge made this observation while granting bail to a Nepali citizen who had been accused of illegally entering Manuari Air Force Station in Prayagraj in an intoxicated condition in February this year. He was booked under Section 3 and 7 of the Official Secrets Act 1923 and Section 461 of IPC. It was his case that he entered the Air Force Station without any ill intention of the applicant, and nothing incriminating had been recovered from his possession. In a recent order, the Madhya Pradesh High Court has held that a constant threat by the accused to falsely implicate the deceased or victim in a case of rape and eve-teasing can amount to abetment to suicide. Refusing to allow the application preferred by the accused under Section 482 CRPC, the single-judge bench of Justice Gurpal Singh Ahluwalia opined that the threat of sending the deceased to jail by foisting false cases upon him could not be taken lightly as an empty threat. The bench sitting at Jabalpur found that the threats were not a one-off incident, and it was prima facie capable of demeaning and destroying the self-esteem of the deceased. A public interest litigation or PIL has been filed before the Calcutta High Court by an advocate seeking to modify the roster or determination of Justice Amrita Sinha to prevent her from hearing cases related to police overaction or inaction. The matter was heard by a division bench of Justices Apurva Sinha Ray and Kaushik Chanda, who directed for the matter to be placed before Chief Justice T.S. Sivagnanam for necessary directions. Advocate Sanjoy Das, the petitioner, claimed that since the West Bengal CID was investigating Justice Sinha's husband for allegedly using his spouse's office to influence a probe, her determination over police matters would not inspire public confidence in the judicial system. The matter has been placed before Chief Justice T.S. Sivagnanam on the day the court reopens from summer vacation, that is, the 10th of June. And that's a wrap for this week's Legal News Roundup. Before we bid adieu, the entire livelaw team has a small request for our dedicated viewers. As an independent and fact-driven media organization, we are deeply committed to fearless and ethical journalism to continue bringing you the latest legal updates, especially in this dynamic audio-visual format. We rely on your support. So here's the fantastic 6 for you. Give our video a thumbs up if you found it informative. Share it with your family, friends, classmates, and colleagues to spread the knowledge. Make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel for more insightful content. Drop your valuable thoughts and feedback in the comments below. We love hearing from you. Don't forget to tap that bell icon to stay updated with our latest releases. And lastly, make a quick visit to our website at www.livelaw.in for in-depth reports and analysis. I am your host, Syed Amir Hussain, and it's been a pleasure bringing you this week's legal updates. Until next time, stay informed, stay engaged, and stay tuned to Live Law. Thank you for watching.